Gotta turn that off though. Excuse me. Gotta turn that off, though. It's just a joke, though. Let's see what we got going on over here. All right. Over here. There we go. Hey, it's Diva! 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 Said hi, said hi, said hi. Good to see you, boy. You popped in right within the first minute. That's pretty impressive. I am all right. I'm getting by. I was able to return bottles and cans, and therefore I was able to purchase some food for myself, including a loaf of French bread, a couple of cans of ravioli, and a little sandwich meat for myself. So I consumed that immediately upon getting home. Checked on my plants. So yeah, I had to return bottles and cans so I could afford to get food. It's a hard world after all. It's a hard world after all. I didn't realize that was even the tune, but it is. It's a world of laughter, a world of tears. It's a world of hope and a world of tears. Anyway, yeah, something like that. Don't ever let them tell you America's paved with gold. It's paved with cans, and you can turn that in for a little cash. But it's not gold. So it goes with my philosophy. Yeah, I gotta fight for food a little bit, but here's a little song I wrote. You might want to learn it. No, oh no, don't worry. Be happy. And I was able to, if you got what you need in the moment, I got a smokes, I got a little soda, even got a little marijuana, even got a little beer. So I'm doing great, all things considered. There are people who don't have that stuff that I've just listed. There are people who need that food and that shelter a lot more than me. I can't transport, and I wouldn't trade places with them because, well, I'm okay here. I have empathy, but but not enough empathy to go in front of an Israeli tank. This is what I'm saying. I would say, no, don't do it, but no one listens to me. Steve! Hey, how are you doing, my friend? Is it equally as moist and thick down in Norwich? Yes, I did my, I had some gardening experiments that I did yesterday in the full blooming sun. I separated pumpkin sprout seedlings, and I tried transplanting them. And then, no less, I transplanted them. I went back an hour later after watering them, and it is like all the life had gone out of them. There was not, there was, they were just folded like pieces of crepe paper that hadn't quite settled. And then I'm like, well, maybe it was just the heat. And so I watered them again, and then I went out later in the night, and it looked like, okay, maybe there's some life in them. I came out this morning, and they had resuscitated. So now I have a full tray of pumpkin, baby pumpkin sprouts. I was not, but I was shocked because they looked really sad. They looked like, oh, kill us, please kill us. But I didn't. I said, you know what, how about a little nurture? I even, you know, I tried to prop them back into a vertical position like it was a capable kid, you know what I mean? Here, this way you at least feel like you can stand up on your own. And I did that to all the little sprouts. And today, they all kind of looked at me and they went like, Father, thank you. You gave us the chance to live. I saved an entire crop. We'll see what happens. Put on the braces, Timmy. But I'm not handicapped. Put them on. You will be if you don't put them on. We weren't very nice to little Timmy. Someday they'll exhume his body, and we'll go into another song. See, you know what I'm saying? Forrest, knock those braces right off your legs. I guess that didn't date well. You know, none of that stuff is dating well. Everyone's always worried about the don't say that and don't say this, and my pronouns are delectable and scrumptious. I'm pretty sure that's how it's supposed to run. But everyone wanted to spend the last 10 years bitching about pronouns rather than actually, you know, fixing things up, which we could have done. No one listens to me. Because true wisdom is knowing that I'm an idiot. And if you guys are wise, you know how much of an idiot I am. You know the song Uncle Disney? Wait, is there a song Uncle Disney? I admit that in the past I've been a nasty. They weren't kidding when they called me, well, a witch. But you'll find that nowadays I've mended all my ways, repented, seen the light, and made a switch. True. Nah. Is there a song called Uncle Disney? I'm surprised that you, although it is your day off. That's right. So you're enjoying the edibles and chillaxing. There ain't no way, especially on a hot day like today, it's always best to chillax. If you can. Pump that AC to high. Get right under there and just go, yeah. Thank you, man who invented air conditioning. Especially this year. It's been a hot one. I thought for a second, we were just talking about Disney. I thought the name was Annette Funicello, which was the Disney person. But no, it's Annette Montefusco. Hello, Annette Montefusco. Said hi, said hi, said hi, said hi. A fine song. Giant theme park, put on the mouse ears and get in line. When they thaw out Uncle Disney, boy, won't he be surprised. Cartoon cures for all his cancers, thunderclouds, and Florida skies. When they thaw out Uncle Disney, you'll be coming home to me to stay. I'll have to look it up so I actually get the actual beat. Patterson, Hood of the Drive by Chuckers. So yeah, I was able to acquire said car, but I had a choice between filling up the tank or getting food, so I chose food. Keeler in the Keels version is my favorite. Garrison Keeler? Must be another Keeler. Lake Woebegone days. Lake Woebegone, Lake won't be gone. Say, there's a lot of silly stuff that I need to learn, especially in song verse. I know there's more. Hey, it's Sparky Draconis. Said hi, said hi, said hi, said hi. Hey, I know a Sparky Draconis, but he's legendary, and generally he sits to my right. But he's spending time with the fam, as well he should be. But last night, boy, I'll tell you. People are going, where's Sparky, where's Sparky? I'm like, we told you this the night before. They're all upset. And say hello to Annette in the room, who is very important to my heart. She provides the blood pressure medication. Excuse me. I for some reason I feel like it's gonna be here. And I'm gonna be in the middle playing something, and the stroke is gonna kick in, and you'll just see one side of my face or the other. I think it's gonna be this side. It's just gonna start melting off my skull, and it'll end up like landing on the strings and like crawl its way out like in the substance. I have a hunch that's how it's gonna run. Because I feel a stroke coming on. It's gonna be strum, strum, stroke. Done. I'm surprised that hasn't happened before. Someone famous kicking it right on stage. That's how my grandfather went. My grandfather was playing baseball when he died. And that's the cool one, the Foxy Fortin one. He was on home plate, and he was getting ready to bat. He pitched, and he swung, and then he landed. But he died at home plate, so don't worry, we'll call it night now. Don't even bother. Just let him find the corpse later. I'm sure it'll have some great odors. But I'm saying I'd rather go out on a stage. You know, if I had a choice. I know I don't, but you know, I want to be like in the middle of a sick riff. Ah! Even if it's the Benito thing, I'll be like, Benito! Ah! Goes down, boom. Good to see you, Vicki Adams. Oh, it's like seeing someone else in a different place. Corpseified. It's good to see you in here. I didn't expect to see you in here, but it's like, you're Steve's. Creeping through a graveyard on a dark and cloudy night. Thank God I brought a shovel. I gotta stop singing that if I'm gonna have a stroke. Wow, she is a good addition to any room. The best. Well, then I gotta play favorites from my boys, from my G's Voice boys. Benito and Toby have had my back for months. You wouldn't believe it, Steve. I got something like 17 G-Force members because people have been going in and spinning the wheel, and so like all those, you know, and I didn't realize that many had gone out, and then I looked at it and I'm like, oh wow. So I'm getting paid next month. Yay! I get paid twice this year by YouTube. Here's a C note for you, Kevin. Thanks for your years of hard work. Thank you. Courteous, kind, and forgiving. Be gentle and peaceful each day. Warm and human and grateful, and have a good thing to say. Be thoughtful and trustful and childlike. Be witty and happy and wise. Be honest and love all your neighbors. Be obsequious, purple and clairvoyant. Among other awesome humans. There are a few awesome humans still left in the world, and thank goodness for that. But one of them is not Carl. Carl, why does he have no hands? I don't know what you mean. I'm a well-respected member of society. Carl is I'm just misunderstood. I have no idea what you know. Skank on 42, 42. A misunderstood llama in a hat. We're referencing llamas wearing hats, which is kind of a silly cartoon that went on a very long exponential journey. No, you guys know what I mean. In a hat. No, they weren't happy llamas. They were very sad llamas. I don't know. I don't know. Now, llamas are different than alpacas, right? Because I've met alpacas, but I don't think I've met a llama. I never met a llama I never liked. How do I meet a llama? Look at that. That's one hot llama right there. The sociopathic llama. See, the alpacas were like, they must have been like middle class. Like you have llamas and then you have alpacas, which is like the middle class. I'm not sure what the upper class of the alpaca family would be. I'm sure it's like a giraffe or a cross between a giraffe and a lion. But I'm pretty sure that's how that runs. Oh, SWAT's looking for me. They're in the sky right now. They're searching. You'll never catch me, coppers. I'll tell you, if the manhunt ever starts, it'll be over in 10 seconds because I haven't left this spot for more than a couple hours at a time in like 20 years. Like, everyone knows my exact GPS location. If you got a Scud missile, you want to send it my way, you know exactly where I'm going to be. You have a 90% chance of accuracy. That's for those llamas with nuclear weapons, too. Or the salad finger eating people. The llama caste system. Don't you mean mama caste? No, llama class. What do you mean llama class? The drones will get you soon enough. Don't worry about nuclear llamas. You kidding? That's all I worry about is the nuclear llamas. Nuclear. I'm trying to even mispronounce it a little. Like good old W. So yes, I was trying to see if I could return. I got up early this morning. I got the car yesterday, and I realized the car didn't have any gas in it. Or not a lot, anyway. And so I got up. Oh, wait, I'll finish the story in a second. I love that man. Oh, all right. So to resume my story, I got up early this morning because I acquired the car, but there's not a lot of gas in the tank. So I figured, all right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to return my bottles and cans, and then I'm going to return the bottles and cans at my mother's place, and then that should give me enough where I should be able to get a full tank so I could get down to Norwich. Well, despite a huge onslaught of cans that I did return, I did not make over $30. So that kind of curtailed my travel plans a little bit. And because YouTube, although I've gone past my $100 threshold on YouTube, that doesn't get paid out until next month after like between the 21st and the 28th, I believe. Because that's how that works. So, Joseph Arnold said hi, oh Joseph Arnold said hi. Start taking old copper out of people's houses. I suppose I could start doing that, but I'd have to find myself some old house. I'd have to find somewhere to return that stuff. That's easy to do with the bottles and cans. Thank you, Joseph Arnold, for this subscribe. I'm doing this like I'm a church pastor. That kind of the history of faith in God. No, yeah, I mean like steal from your neighbors. But I like my neighbors. My neighbors are actually pretty cool to me, and I'm very grateful for that because a lot of people don't like their neighbors. And I've had neighbors before around here who were absolute pricks. Thank you very much, Joseph. No, the only crackhead, like, luckily I don't see a lot of them around here. Like, they got purged pretty early in the process around here. And I've never done crack. An old acquaintance of mine used to do it. She was never quite the same again. So I've just kind of pushing off the old crack diet plan. Although I could lose the cheeks, I like the cheek fat. I could lose the body weight again. I don't know. Somehow I figure that'll happen at the end anyway. I'll just emaciate and then poof. I did not hear about the flood in LA. Benito, good luck. I hope all goes well and you are finally free. Free falling. 'Cause you're free, Benito. Aren't you glad to be done with it? I'm always glad when I have less interaction with legal agencies of any sort. But you do what you have to do. Remember, your freedom is more important, even more important than this channel. So you remember that. You are more important than this channel, Benito. A tsunami in LA. Nar as fuck. Yeah, microplastics, I mean, if you just, you're only supposed to use a little for flavor. You're supposed to use it like for a gelatin filling. Joseph Arnold, you may have a shout out. Joseph Arnold, I shouted out to you. Yeah, that's the next thing going for me is going to be the colon. Maybe the liver, maybe the kidneys. See what I'm saying? Like, you know, he was just a comedian, but Dennis Leary was right. You can actually expel those things. Dennis Leary? No, I'm not I'm keeping Dennis Leary in my body, whether he wants to be there or not. So he can tell me all about how he's smoking until, and he's never quitting. He's going to eat raw red meat, and he's going to eat plastic right off the bottle. Just like George Carlin says, he's going to drink the local water. I'm taking all of my microplastics, my fluorocarbons. I'm going to take the own smell that comes out of my own rectum. I'm going to put it in a nice big tube, and then I'm going to force feed myself it. I'm going to have to boof it back up. So it's going to be quite the. I mean, I should have AI animate the process and just go, okay, here's what's going on. Here's the sort of self-torture I'm going to be inflicting on myself, and then just have AI draw it all out. You know, expelling things from your body seems to be pretty easy. It's expelling people from my apartment that becomes terribly difficult. I'd love to see that. You know, I had that AI program doing. Hey, did you check that out, Steve? The Don't Show Aunt Judy. You can do that. You're a G-Force member. Isn't that freaky? Yeah, but see, it is freaky. Everyone's like, yeah, it's just something off about it, but it's kind of cool. I haven't posted it on the real channel because what I wanted to do is I wanted to get in that costume and then come lay down in this bed and then do a dream wipe where it goes, where I go, oh boy, I'm getting so tired. I wonder, I think I'll just lay down here, diddly, 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 and then you would morph into all the artificial intelligent animation, and I figured that would be a good way of bookmarking that. The Bigfoot AI vids. Some of those AI stuff, some of it's pretty cool. I have to admit. There was one where it's just like everyone's just saying, "Yeah, we're AI, we're not real," da 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 da, and they just keep going off, and they show everyone in like every position you could have in society, and they're like, "Yep, we're complete bullshit. We're not a real person." Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm not AI generated, but I mean, I couldn't prove it to you. I mean, this could all be done AI. I'm not doing anything that terribly ludicrous. Do have normal fingers, though. I guess that's what AI screws up a lot. See, but here's the other thing. Is some of it's been pretty fun, and I've enjoyed watching some of it, but at the same time, I have issue with it because I know it's just computers making content. And so I'm like very, kind of like, ew. Because I don't want machines just making money for the machines, because then you have I.O. all over again, and then the Matrix comes true, and then before we know, we're D-batteries. Art imitates life, my friend, and vice versa. But some of that stuff is really cool. Can you imagine talking to, a true Roman who somehow manages to speak English? Okay, show me a Roman speaking, you know what I mean? I should have gone a little more that way. I'm going to have to find another free one. Because the program I was using to make that little, that segment, and it ended up being 10 minutes long, and it was at like 6-second intervals, the whole thing. So that took a long time to do, but I didn't have to pay for it. And it was freaky, and I'm thinking that, again, if I put the bookmarks on it, it'll be a little more palatable, where they're like, oh, it's because he's dreaming now. And then I wake up at the end of it, and I go, oh, it was just a dream. Anyway, that's the ideas. I don't know if that's, if that should come to fruition or whatnot. But that's why it's on the members only bit. So if you guys want to take another look at it and give me any additional suggestions as to how I might polish that turd up. I mean, I put a lot of work in it. I'm not going to leave it in members only forever. But I've been kind of slow on the finish, because life happens, you know how it is. Steve, I thought you were streaming last night at 8, and then you weren't, so I waited. See, and that's why I never schedule my stuff ahead of time. Because you just can't tell what life's gonna throw at you. I'm pretty sure the entire life is simply a first-person RPG where only the stuff you think you see and know are rezzed at one time. Not sure what to do with that, Steve. put that down, though. Let's put her down. Put her down! 34 minutes. And I think I didn't even play a single full song. Prove you wrong, I can't. Remember, true wisdom is knowing I'm an idiot. So if I'm an idiot, there's no way I can prove anyone wrong, so I just get to keep living. And I don't have to fight. I don't got to fight no one. I just go, nope, you're right. Go on my way like Kermit the Frog. Hi-ho, this is Kermit the Frog here for Muppet News. Today I'm going to tell you all about how bacon is supposed to taste. That's a little... It's dirty, it's not dirty. I'm at this point, I'm keeling in. I'm tacking into my own, as I age, I'm getting creepier and creepier, so I'm learning to tack into that. We just need to plug that quarter inch cable in. And then we'll be good. Although I feel like we should do at least a draft run through at some point. Although I think I've got a good 20 songs now under my belt. Because since we talked last, I've been pumping them down, and I've been learning some stuff that I forgot I even did. For whatever that's worth. Did you see John Selleck is having a campfire smoke out next Friday? I did not. Tell me more. Next Friday is the 22nd. I do have a tent. Oh, campfire, not camp out. No, I do follow him on Facebook. I just hate Facebook because Facebook sucks ass. And I'm pretty sure my exes were using it to triangulate my next position so they could call ahead and go, hey, cancel Kevin. Are you all right? Let's go back to the start of this. All right, it's cool. B, weather depending, I'm sure. C, are you going? And are you going as entertainment or just to go? Because I'm also knowing that what else this might be associated with, but I'm asking these questions for a good reason. I'm not afraid of John Selleck. In fact, I'm rather fond of John Selleck. I always want to call him Tom Selleck, and because you said that to me, I'm remembering it's John Selleck. He's one of the few people I can go, you're John Selleck. When I'm that positive about someone's identity, I feel better about myself. I am not... I'm likely not going on account. I gotta work that day. All right, so that leads to the second question, which is, should I just go to hang with John Selleck? Or should I just go to see what the vibe is? I mean, the thing is like, I don't leave town unless there's like a gig or something really cool to record. Like, that's why, like, I would pay for the Ren fairs and stuff like that. And, of course, your gigs, because, you know, you were doing stuff around here. But my traveling to Vermont on a whim days are pretty much done. It's either got to be planned with an itinerary and with a stipend, or it ain't happening. I mean, you remember how this works. You haven't been loaded forever, sir. There was once I had the money and no one else did. Bah! I wasn't quite Monty Burns, but I was comfortable for a good long time. Back on. Again, should I just call and go, hi? What are you wearing? or should I just get in touch with them and go, hey, I hear there's a gig. Uh, if you know where it is, you are invited. All right. Well, we'll see what the universe throws in front of me. I mean, if you're not going, I mean, John's a great guy and all, and it's a great property and all, and yes, maybe I could even get a good deal. But, who am I going to hang out with? Because Sparky don't smoke, so, I'm all about is there an angle I can take for the channel? That's how I kind of justify doing A, B, and C. For whatever that's worth. And that's really kind of the way it's been going. I just keep going. Speaking of which, let me take a real quick look. I'm 2 away. I'm at 2,498 subscribers. I need 2 more to get to 2,500. And why is that important? It's not. For some reason, because it's divisible by 10, and I get a little tick, I'm like, ooh, I feel like I've kind of reached the next level. But even though that I'm 2 behind, now I feel less about myself. A strange world. It'll be a small gathering, I reckon, and a chance to get a good deal on some flour was all I was thinking. That's the precise answer that I wanted, and I appreciate it. And that is a thought to have. Question is, will I have any money for flour or gas to get down there on next Friday? We'll see. We'll see how the universe turns. Sometimes I get a good, I got quite a few tips last week. The super chats, so I'm like, you never know. Some guy tipped me $100 last year, just because I was being silly, and that was when the albino was here. So it could happen. You never know. And it's a cool spot, and it would be nice to, if I can make new friends. Of course I can make new friends. I mean, look at me. But yeah. So you must be in the slow spell, because I mean, you're cooking, right? So it would be you would have a lunch break, a lunch rush, and then you'd have a dinner rush. Is that how it works? Anyway, I shouldn't speak about stuff I don't know anything about. Anyway, it's been 43 minutes, and I'm gonna bail out of this stream. But I'm still not abandoning all hope of coming to see you in the near future. But it just won't be today or tomorrow, because my mother comes back from Ipswich somewhere or another tomorrow afternoon, and I gotta go get her. So I have that responsibility. But beyond that, again, there's much more for us to interact with. Let's do that. So, all right. Okay, I'll talk to you later. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night.